Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're analyzing some sources, looking at a really fundamental shift for businesses, the move to procurement automation. Our mission, really, for you listening, is to get past the jargon and understand what modern automation actually means today, and maybe more importantly, why it's become so strategic. Not just some back office function. Procurement's role has changed dramatically. It's really not just about buying things anymore. It's about strategy, controlling costs, managing risk globally, even sustainability. But these manual processes, mountains of paperwork, endless email chains for approvals, scattered spreadsheets, they're really holding teams back from that bigger strategic job.
Absolutely. And the core idea here, the thing to grasp right away, is that automation isn't just nice to have for efficiency, it's foundational now. Teams are judged on reducing total cost, yes, but also increasing value and ensuring the supply chain holds up. Without digital tools, well, that's almost impossible in today's volatile markets.
Okay, let's dig into that foundation then. What is procurement automation today? We're talking about using digital tools, right? Software, maybe some AI, workflows, all designed to standardize and streamline that whole procurement lifecycle, getting rid of the manual chasing, the spreadsheets everywhere, from the initial request right through to paying the bill.
Exactly. And what's really fascinating, I think, is how the main benefit has shifted. It used to be all about speed. Now, it's about intelligence. Automation is turning procurement from, let's say, a cost center into a real strategic driver for the business.
Right, and you see that intelligence making a difference immediately with things like cycle times. What used to take weeks, chasing signatures and paper, can now happen in hours, maybe even minutes, because the workflow just routes things automatically, escalates them if needed.
And the visibility aspect. It's not just a nicer dashboard. Leaders actually get real-time spending data, not reports from last month. This is huge for catching, say, maverick spend, someone trying to bypass the system. Seeing that instantly changes behavior. You're making data-driven decisions on the fly.
Okay, so that intelligence is really transforming things. Two areas jump out from the sources.
Yeah.
Contract management is one. It moves from being reactive, like, oh no, that contract auto-renewed, to proactive. You get automated reminders, maybe AI tools scanning for risky clauses before you sign. And second, supplier collaboration. That seems to improve a lot using portals. Suppliers manage their own info, update compliance docs, cuts down on miscommunication, internal errors.
Definitely. The net result of all this, procurement teams are, they're freed up. They move from constantly fighting fires to actually focusing on strategy, negotiation, supplier innovation.
So the goal is freeing up the team for strategy. Where do you start automating? What gives the quickest wins? The sources seem to point towards those high-volume, sort of lower judgment tasks first. Things like purchase requests, approvals maybe with mobile access, and invoice processing, getting that three-way match done faster.
Yeah, the three-way match is a big one. Just to clarify for listeners, that's checking the invoice, the purchase order, and the goods receipt note, what you actually received all line up. Automating that, it cuts out so much manual checking and reduces fraud risk significantly.
Okay, so thinking bigger picture, rolling this out successfully, it sounds like it needs a phased approach. Discipline and first steps are crucial. Mapping your current processes, honestly, warts and all, not just the ideal future.
Yeah.
And then data cleanup.
Oh, data cleanup. It's the hidden killer,
Yeah.
seriously, because automation just makes bad data cause problems faster and wider. Think about it. Duplicate suppliers, messy naming conventions. You can't report accurately. You can't negotiate properly. That cleanup is absolutely non-negotiable before you automate.
Okay, so data's clean. You're starting to roll out.
Right.
What are the pitfalls? What should you watch out for? Change resistance seems like a big one, especially if people don't see the value straight away. And interestingly, over-automating. You can't remove human judgment everywhere, right?
Exactly. Things like complex negotiations or assessing tricky supplier risks still need that human touch. Don't fall into the trap of automating everything. And then there are the technical hurdles. Legacy systems can make integration tricky. Security is obviously paramount. You're dealing with sensitive financial data. Plus, compliance, GDPR, CCPA, depending on where you operate, that's not optional with supplier PII.
That sounds like, it sounds like it could take a while. You mentioned ROI takes months, not weeks. What usually causes the biggest delays? Is it the tech integration or the people side?
It's often the organizational change management, actually. The tech integration can be complex, sure, but getting users trained, getting them to trust the new system and follow the standard process, that takes time, especially across different departments or global teams. Cultural adoption needs patience. It often lags behind the tech deployment.
So looking ahead quickly, trends for 2025 and beyond. The direction seems clear. Even more shift from just efficiency towards intelligence. We're seeing things like generative AI, maybe drafting initial contracts, predicting risks, and this idea of hyperautomation blending RPA with AI for more complex workflows.
Yeah, the takeaway really has to be this. Supply chains aren't getting any simpler. Costs are rising. Regulators want more transparency. Teams stuck with manual processes. They're just going to fall behind. They won't deliver the strategic value needed. Automation isn't optional anymore. It's the foundation for resilience, for adapting.
So here's a final thought to leave you with. If clean, standardized data is absolutely essential for automation success, where in your organization is the biggest data risk hiding right now? Which old system, which messy process? Something to think about.